Okay, so hello. Full disclosure, I'm on CFO, so my opinions are gonna be a little bit biased. Kai Wing is on this list, so you know why I kind of might have put him really high up on the list. But yeah, I'm on CFO. And I watch a bit of CBLOL. I watched. I would say I follow the top four teams. So for this list, basically just keep an eye on the top four. And then maybe bottom four could be a little bit less because I don't really know who like some of these players are. For example, like I would know who like Robo is, but I wouldn't know who like Bookie or Devon. So yeah, that's just it. But go through my list. I'm really interested in Vivo Keed, Red Canids, and Furia and Loud. Those are the four teams I'm going to be paying attention to this year. Watching CBLOL. Like I think Vivo Keed is very strong. I like the way they play their macro, and recently their drafting has been good. Um, in the past, I would say their drafting was kind of weak, but since Smiley joined the team, I feel like they have gotten a lot better. My favorite players are probably Desamis, and I think Kaiwing is probably going to be the best support coming into this league. Um, Currently the support pool is kind of weak. Like Frosty and JoJo are standouts, but they do have some issues. And I think Kaiwing, even though like maybe he is a one-dimensional support, I do think they'll give them structure, give them a clear direction of which way they want to go playing the macro game. Desamas I think is the best jungler. Like Tatu is really good as well, but for my money, I think recently, especially when you consider third split of 2025, like last year, Tatu did have underperformance issues. He did not look good, whereas Desamas looked really solid. I think it was one of the main reasons that they're able to like play well, and VKS was able to win Split 3. Curse, formerly known as Doom, is here. I really like him as well, and I'm gonna put Young Jay. I watched him a little bit in Challengers in Korea and in Asia Masters. I do think Young Jay has potential to be really good, but he is a little bit different. I do think it depends on how good Mago is. I don't really know how good Mago. That's why I kind of put him in fifth. I do know Tinones, so I put Tinones above Mago. If Mago is able to be good and help Young Jay like and support him and play with his playmaking skills, I do think there's a chance that Young Jay can move up the list. It'll just depend on because he does like in the past. I do think he relied heavily on Zinni and his performance, and I do think that's going to matter a lot when coming into this. I know Sino played in a tier two, and he is pretty hyped up. So I am kind of excited to see him play. But I think Guigo and Boal and FMB overall should be better players. Is it Shino is a rookie, the loud top laner? I think his name was Shino. I don't know how to pronounce it. But I do think he is a rookie. He is a rookie, so he's gonna need some time. And Young Jay is going from like casting Zinni to Shino Mago. So that's gonna be, I think, more difficult on Young Jay than at the very start at least. Because Loud team is a very young team, and I feel like this team, like for the most part, everyone's like young. It's just Redbird and Young Jay are a little bit older, but Young Jay doesn't really have tier one experience. He's mostly been in tier two, bouncing around, not doing too much. Furia was really good in 2024 Split 2 and even Split 1. I think they were leveling up really hard. I don't know what exactly happened in Split 3 for them to fall off, but everyone on the team looked a lot worse in Split 3. The Furia team being that bad was kind of shocking. I'm not sure what exactly happened. Although, like, I do think if they play well, Tatu should look be the standout. He's possibly someone that can move to like the first place tier, but for now, until I see it, I can't put him there. I'm gonna have to. I think Grigo is really solid, and Tuts has solid moments. IU is probably my least favorite player on Furia. I think JoJo and like the others probably stand out a lot more than IU. IU's not bad, but if I had to pick, like pick a favorite, it'd probably be like Tatu, Grigo, Tuts, JoJo, IU would be my order for who I think is like the best. But I do think they're all really good, and that's why I'm excited to watch Furia, Loud, Red. So Red, I do think have better soul laners, and I do think that in Split 3 when they made those changes, they were looking really good. I don't think Like a team of that like caliber should not be in the finals in the very first split. But I do think that the way they leveled up and the way they played the macro and understood their team identity was pretty insane. Like I think like Talkers, I believe is the coach. Like whoever is coaching there and whoever's like teaching them the macro is doing a really good job. I was really surprised at how fast these guys were able to learn how to play macro, how to play team fights. And Kaze and FMB, I mean Kaze especially is like really really good. I did put him higher than Miru, even though Miru did do better in the grand finals. I think overall Kaze just had a crazy crazy performance in Split 3, and I do think with time and experience, he will be the best mid laner in CBLOL. Although, if I had to say right now, probably right now, this very second, Miru probably is individually better, but I do think throughout playoffs and throughout the regular season, Split 3 especially, Kaze just had better individual performance, like consistently throughout the games. Whereas I feel like sometimes Miru might fall off, or maybe not fall off, but like play a little bit worse than expected. Whereas Kaze barely had a few bad performances, except for the VKS match. And then yeah, I think everyone else is very solid. I think the top four in CBLOL is gonna be really good. Um, Keed, yeah, I mean like they have 3 out of the 5 best players in the league, maybe 4 out of 5. I probably wouldn't put Boal there. Even though he did really well at Worlds, I think his World performance was the best on VKS. But just because you do well at like Worlds, I don't know if I would consider that better than what FMB did during the regular season. Because I feel like even though Boal did really well that one tournament, I do think leading up to championship win in Split 3, it was mostly the other members doing really well. Morpheus has improved a lot. Like I think having a positional or coach that understands ADC like Smiley is actually really OP. Like when I think of like coaches and like what position they're good at and where they were, I think it's important to like think like for example a CFO like Chowie was a mid laner, Willa was a jungler, and the way they were able to coach like Honkyu Jinja to be better, I do think does play a fact in that. So having like an AD carry coach helps your AD carry become better faster. I think with Mortius and Kaiwing, I think this bot lane duo should be the strongest. Like just give Kaiwing like Nautilus, Ral, I don't know, like any like engaged support will make the team strong, and this bot lane will be the most dominating bot lane in the league. Yeah, that's basically it. I don't really have too much to say about Pain, Fluxo, Lost, and Leviathan. I haven't really watched some of these bomb teams. I know Pro Delta from what was it, from VKS. CO's been around a bit. I recognize his name because it's like CEO. I'm not too sure about like Peach or Bao, some of these other like Korean imports like Zest. Um, I know like Robo, Karaoke, Curry. I'm not too sure about Marvin or Tinones. I know Tinones a little bit, but I don't think they are on the up and up. I kind of feel like they are kind of sunsetting. I do wish Pain, like I will say for Pain Gaming, I do wish they had a little bit more rookies. Like when you have like veteran like legends like Robo or Tinones or Karaoke or like Curry, for example, like these are like some experienced veteran players. I feel like when you have if you can put like 2 rookies, like I don't know who Marvin is, but maybe he's good. Like having a rookie like Marvin and maybe having another rookie in some other position could make Pain Gaming a better team in the long run. Obviously, in the short run, they'll be worse. Like something like what Loud is doing. This is why I kind of like fuck with what Loud is. Like they have a bunch of rookies, right? And Bull's on the younger side, right? I think he's like 20. I'd have to quickly check, but yeah, having someone like he is 22. Never mind. Okay, well, youngish, for Korean challengers team, but so yeah, 23, 22. I believe Mago is like they had the ages on 22. Okay, he just turned 22, so he was 21. So having younger players mixed in with like veterans, and Redbird's been around for I don't know why I call him Robert, but Redbird's been around for a while. So having him like be kind of like the voice or the shot caller of the team, and putting him with like good like Korean talent, plus with like resident rookies. I think that's the way you should build teams for like long-term success. I don't like the fact that you have a lot of like older players like Curry, Tinones, Carioca, Robo, and not have like some young up and coming talent that they can learn from and improve from. Yeah. This is my list. I'll zoom out a little bit so you can see everyone. I predict Keed will probably win Split 1. They are the most complete team. They only changed one player. Um, I don't think. I think Red has the highest chance to win. In terms of like their growth from Split 3, but it depends if they can keep up that growth. If they don't keep it up, then maybe they'll just be bad. Syria, I mean, they were really good in Split 2, completely fell off a cliff Split 3. Uh, so it depends on like what happened and if they're able to bounce back and recover. And Loud is just like a fun team that I think the way they built their roster is a fun and interesting way. Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna be watching CBLOL. Hopefully, you watch it too. I think it's a really fun region, and I'm excited. Go Kai Wing.